Henry! Hello, everyone. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden NFL Football on EA Sports. Coming up, the big man, Derrick Henry, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Well, look now at our starting defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
They'll set up a throw, and this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2 yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll take this one up to about the 6 yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here and a late as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up to throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down now, Dobbins trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. He may try and run, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points, straight line.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The New York set field. Well, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And an alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Stepping up. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive.
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught by Beasley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
From the 38, Allen, and he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Allen. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on board here in this first quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field, but now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The new set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Let's go, baby.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New York. That's the end of the first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
54 Mike. 54
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Back him up. Back him up.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Derrick Henry, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Henry. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now Allen, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pulled in at the 24, fighting his way through contact. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense, But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this, and he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen going to throw. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they have.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, it's Bell, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. This is White on the screen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On the draw, it's White. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Bring it. Bring it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They go play action here on first down. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Draw play. This is Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. On the draw, here's White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tackled right there.
It's 3rd and 1.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Open man is Higgins. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. Salvage 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clap sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them. Do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Wesco. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You got 4. You got 4.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Now Bell. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Le'Veon Bell touchdown run. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Henry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Allen off the play fake. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 time and a Bills first down. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. On 2nd down, it's Henry.
17, guys. Check him out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They run the draw play. This is White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll try the right side with Henry. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll make this an 8-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Check. Watch 54. Exit.
Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. They did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, Doug. What does everyone say after an error? Next play. Next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the edge.
A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bell. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen and Walker. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Allen's throw is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And an alley to run. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, it's caught. This is White. 7 yards there and a first down.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second and goal. Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jordan Jenkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Allen now on third and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And Gay knocks this one through. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been terrific so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
They can't hang with us.
And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for life. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. to the air. Allen, hard throw, incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Again, it's Bell.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
Henry running right. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
From the 44, Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Cole Beasley.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Mike 51. Watch the curve. Watch the curves.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Here we go. Check. 9. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll go again with Bell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So it all comes down to the foot of Dan Bailey. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against